Hello, and welcome to Recapping with Delora
and Ashley.
Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Recapping Podcast.
Also, rate, review, and subscribe to our show on your favorite podcast platform. We're on all the things.
We want to hear your thoughts on the movies and shows we review.
Leave us a comment on Apple Podcasts or our YouTube channel, and we will read them during the show.
Or reach out to us on social media. We love talking all things entertainment and pop culture with you.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you.
Hey, Delora.
Hi, Ashley.
New week. How's it going?
God is good.
All the time.
Period. Okay.
If you guys have not checked out our recap for this week, please do. Solo Traveling with Tracy Ellis Ross is out and available. Get into it.
Such a great show and a great conversation.
Absolutely. All right. It is our Thursday episode, which means we're going to get into some of these pop culture things going on. And it's another week of headlines for the most part. Not a whole lot to consider a hot topic necessarily, but let's dive in. So one that's been on the radar for a little bit for me that I wanted to bring to the mic is this Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles relationship, situationship, whatever they have going on. I saw a post where somebody said that she's collecting white man infinity stones at this point.
Yeah, I sent you that.
Yeah. Penn Badgley, Channing Tatum,
Robert
possibly
Pattinson,
Austin Butler. Now we got Harry Styles. I mean, do you think this is serious? You think this is about to be another big romance for Zoe, or is she just out here living her best life?
When her parents are the hottest people ever, this makes so much sense to me. Like, one of my favorite quotes that I saw online, and I'm just going to repeat it here. She is who she thinks she is. Like, she's Zoe freaking Kravitz. This is light work. The men we just listed, light work for her. And we didn't even mention her actual ex-husband.
Right. And he was fine. I really liked him. Like him. He's still alive. He's still around.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm like, you know, she has a swag, cool girl factor. She's always had it, but she definitely is like rolling through the hottest, most eligible little bachelors that there are around these parts. So I don't know. Are these keepers, or is she just like, let me get it in because I can?
I think it's more of the latter. I mean, when you're that hot, and then again, the X factor that both of her parents have, she has it in spades. Like, I want to be like them when I grow up. Like, seriously. Like, they're just too cool. They are too cool.
Yeah.
And knowing her, because she's around our age, knowing her, she'll probably end up with somebody young like her mom did. Like, I don't think we know who her ultimate bae is yet. He probably still growing up. You never know.
I was just listening to the Reliving Single podcast latest episode, and they were talking about that. They were talking about an episode where Max was dating Terrence Howard, who was a younger person in the series, where she was 25, right? And he's 18. He's a freshman in college. And so they start talking about, you know, dating younger. And they had Anwar on, the dating therapist guy, to talk about it too. And he was like, I actually recommend my clients, mostly Black women, date men who are like 3 to 5 years younger, because for one, Black don't crack, you know, y'all still look good. And then for two, you know, it's just, there's just something to it. So the idea of
it's the story of my life.
So, the idea, you're right, it is. The idea of, you know, not even just about age, but about Zoe, like, living her best life, I continue to love, because when she got married, I was like, all right, cool. Remember, it was in her daddy's house and
Paris
friends
home.
And all this stuff.
Yes.
And then she was like, this ain't it. And I've heard her say, like, getting married, like, made her reevaluate like herself and what it is she really wanted. And I
Yeah.
love women who buck tradition. I'm a very big fan of it.
I do too. Because it's about choice. You know what I
Yes,
mean? Like,
absolutely. And also just the idea that like just like men, we don't have an expiration date on us either, right? We could
we do
continue to
not.
live and love and thrive and do our thing. And so, I love that Zoe's out here doing it and doing it with some cuties. So,
I love it too. I'm rooting for her. And
absolutely.
then Harry Styles, she is doing exactly what Harry Styles has been doing. I mean, at least she hasn't broken up any homes, but
Mm, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you remember the fact that this is
Messy.
in our past. I remember how on being on this mic talking about how big that was.
It was a mess. Messy
And
boots.
now it's like where is she? What is she doing?
I just saw her kissing on some other man. She was kissing on the ex of somebody recently. So I'm sure Olivia's fine. But is Jason okay?
That
Is
is the
Jason okay?
question.
So I feel like
I
that
want
man
him
was
to be
devastated.
okay. Because,
Yeah.
like, and it might not be true, but let's keep it real. I'm like, when they got together, I'm like, oh, she's so much hotter than him. Like, you know what I mean? So for him, it's
Yeah, but
probably
he's
like,
funny. And
I
funny
know.
takes
And
hot.
he's cute. So
Yeah, like
that ups
funny
his level
takes,
even.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like funny always does it. The ladies love funny. But to your point about her being hotter and all that stuff, I would say at that point too, possibly for me, hotter career. Whereas now to me, Jason, like it's like that line from The Devil Wears Prada, like I think it was in a scene where Andy was working at a photo shoot and what's his name tells her, let me know when your whole personal life blows up. That's when it's time for a promotion. Like Jason Sudeikis threw all his energy into his work after that, and he started. We had Ted Lasso, and he started winning awards, and his career trajectory went up, even though his personal life
Mm-hmm.
went down the tubes. So
Mm.
I guess maybe you can't always have your cake and eat it too, but hey, get the bag. Anyway, let's move on to the MTV VMAs. Yet again, another year I didn't even notice it was going down till I started seeing
I didn't know it
posts.
was still going.
I mean, I hadn't heard that it was canceled or anything the way we've heard like the Soul Train Music Awards and the Hip Hop Awards have been canceled by
Right.
BET. But I for sure just am not consuming enough to know when these things are happening. It's usually not until I start seeing posts on these Instagrams that I know of anything. This was another one. I was like, oh shit, the VMAs are tonight. I think the first thing I caught was the Doja Cat eating her lipstick video.
Yep. Yep.
And I was like, all right, let's see what else is gonna get posted. So I still don't feel like I caught a ton. I saw you posted Ariana Grande's speech. I saw a little bit about Sabrina Carpenter and allegedly her influence from Britney, even though another commenter said, let's not always think that every blonde white girl is trying to imitate Britney. She was not the blueprint. You had Janet before her, you had other people before her who were the actual blueprint. I saw Gaga got awarded. I saw Mariah got the Vanguard Award. Busta got an award. One of
Love
the
her,
biggest glaring things is that they did not pay tribute to Ananda Lewis.
which is insane to me. That is a ball dropped
Yep. What else
there,
did you
especially
note?
because if you're honoring Mariah, you know there's going to be millennial and X eyes on the show because it's not completely tailored to Gen Z just yet. Granted, we're getting there, but I think that was so such a mistake, especially because she's been so vocal about her journey, and she was a reason why a lot of our eyes were on MTV VMAs because we saw a black girl. It's culture is so important. Seeing yourself in culture is so important. She played a significant role. She did her role well. She should have been acknowledged.
Indeed. What else did you note about the VMAs?
Sabrina Carpenter had all the girlies on stage. I'm not in love with her new song. I still have to watch the music video because my boo Coleman Domingo is in it, and I just love everything that man does because he's so talented. But I was really happy for Cat's Eye winning an award. That was huge. And Tay McRae, the Sand was pretty impressive, but I feel like she's always half naked all the time. I'm like, okay,
Mm.
I get that. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to be funny, but she gives Idol vibes to me. Idol, as in that HBO series starring the
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
Like,
Terrible
she could
show.
just be so hypersexual sometimes, and I'm just like, girl, we get it. You can dance, just lean on that. And then her songs are fun. I like her, race car song, even though she's another one that is using all of the samples from the songs that we grew up on to make her new music. I'm like, has it been 20 years? I guess so. But what I really want to talk about is K-pop Demon Hunters, the fact that the singers of the character Huntrix were on the red carpet talking about the success of Golden and all the other songs that are on the Billboard charts. And the young woman who plays Mira is wearing a freaking sleeping bag on the red carpet. So in the movie, they said Mira is so cool she can wear a sleeping bag at the Met Gala. Well, the sleeping bag made it to the VMA red carpet, and it tickled me and made me very, very happy. And she rocked it. She looked amazing. Like,
She
what I
definitely
love
looks
about the
great.
singers, that this, because we have the voice actors who are, again, I feel like the woman who plays Mira, Rumi, and the other girly, they represent their characters very well, but the singers do too. So whoever did the casting for the characters did an amazing job, and I really just feel like they embody their characters. Zoe's the other character. So
Love it. All right, let's move on to a musician who has popped up with a surprise child. At least for me, Miguel. I just caught this. Miguel has quietly welcomed his first child. Congratulations. With Margaret Zhang. I had no idea that Miguel even had another partner after his divorce from his longtime
what?
partner, let alone had a
No.
baby.
No, I did not know this.
Yes.
What?
Yes. And the baby is one.
First baby. So
The
this
baby
baby
is
was
one. He's waited to
under
even
wrap.
tell us that he has a baby. So,
Wow.
yeah. Congratulations, Miguel.
Congratulations. Margaret looks cool as heck, though. This picture of them together, I've never seen him in a picture with this woman before.
Yeah,
Wow.
the comments, because I first caught it on Instagram because he's going to be releasing new music soon too, if he
Yes.
hasn't already
Yes.
started. Was people asking, "Yep, but whose baby is that?" Because like again, this has been kept very under wraps, and I don't know if he feels burnt by how public his last relationship was, but he is entitled to keep his love life and his child under wraps. So,
Yeah.
congratulations.
And his baby mom girlfriend is kind of a big deal. So very artsy. All right. Well, congrats to them.
Hmm.
Her belly is out on display when you go to her Instagram, but I don't see him anywhere on her Instagram. So,
Because they kept that tight.
mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the US Open. This has been going on, and I'm catching highlights of the celebrities out in these streets. I love that Abbott Elementary cast popped out together. Clearly, they were
That
doing
brought me
some
so
filming
much
as
joy.
well, but
Yes.
it was lovely to see them together. I've caught, other celebs that are out in the stands. Coco Gauff was upset by Naomi Osaka. That was a big matchup.
Yes.
You also had Taylor, who had that whole run in with the competitor I think we talked about previously.
Right. But I knew about her before, but I never saw her personality as much as I did this time around. And she's so much fun. Like I love her fire, her grit. And the fact that she's the number one pairs seat, like she's a bad girl in a bad bitch kind of way. You know what I mean?
She
Like,
also, because she didn't get any endorsement for her clothes, has created her own branding,
yes.
which I love
Yes.
as well. Do your thing, sis.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Venus, who's, still been out here doing her thing. This, I think, tennis is one of those sports. So I don't know if I've ever really talked about this on the mic, but I have a general interest in seeing every major live sport in person. And tennis is one of those that I still have not seen yet. And I'm devastated that I have never seen and will never see Serena play live. But in the meantime, I've got to get to some of these events. If
I'll
it's
go to the US
US
Open with you.
Open, if it's
US Open
something else,
seems
I got to
like
go.
the most fun because you have Wimbledon, which seems very buttoned up, very, Grey Poupon.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
there's one that they do that's closer in the Cincinnati area
yes,
annually. Yeah, so
the Western Open.
I don't know if it needs to be the US Open. I just as I watch these often, I'm like, I still got to get to a tennis event because I also still want to go to the Kentucky Derby. So there's still multiple that I gotta make my way to. But I think, tennis is very exciting to watch. Venus and Serena put it on the map for me personally, but I think still some of these younger generations, the Taylors, the Cocos, the Naomis, I would love to get a chance to see in person as well. I think it'd be fun. So,
Absolutely.
and then to dress in the gear, like I feel like tennis is one of
Yeah,
those that demands a fit,
absolutely. Your
and I
tennis
love that
whites.
too. I love that too. All right, last headline topic for this week. What is on your current watch list? Obviously, we talk about hidden gems weekly. We'll talk about hidden gems in our next episode. But what is on your list coming up?
I am going to talk about these because they're my hidden gems. The algorithm got me, Ashley. You know, because of my love for K-pop Demon Hunters, Instagram was like, bet anime. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I started watching My Happy Marriage, which is on Netflix. Very interesting story, very compelling. I was telling you this before. Being a book girly, especially romance, I feel like anime really taps into those tropes that I've come to know and love. So you have like the grumpy sunshine element to this story, and but there's so much more. And I went in super cold, and it's just very entertaining. And the other thing that I'm watching, again, y'all are going to hear me talk about this multiple times, is because I'm utterly obsessed because it's the most random thing on this entire planet. And it's a K drama called Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. It is a brand new Netflix show. It should make any sense, but when I tell you it is entertaining, it's entertaining. This Michelin star chef somehow makes her way back to ancient Korean times, and she has to cook her way to please the king. And it's major enemies to lovers. It's major like touch her and you'll die. Like I love it. I love it. It's goofy. It's funny. It's touching, and there's some serious drama that goes on as well. And it's a good time. It's slowly being released. So there's going to be a total of 12 episodes. It is a limited series, and I look forward to the next two episodes that are set to come out this weekend. So, how about you, Ashley? What are you watching?
So, on my watch list that I'm looking forward to seeing is I want to see this new adaptation of The War of the Roses called The Roses with Benedict
Yes.
Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman.
Yes.
I remember when I saw the trailer. First of all, I love The War of the Roses. It is such a dark comedy for me.
Yeah.
And I actually got a chance to write a paper on it when I was in college for my dispute resolution class. And I need to find that paper because I'm curious now to see what I came up with. But I absolutely love that film. And so I want to see what a 2025 adaptation of that really looks and feels like. And, you know, if some of the same elements are in there and if the ending is the same and all that good stuff. It is currently out in theaters. So I definitely want to go check that out. In terms of other upcoming film releases, we've talked about Wicked for Good, Ivy. That will be a major one. But I also am looking forward to seeing Zootopia 2. I love Zootopia. And so I'm probably not going to go sit in the theater necessarily and see it, but it will warm my heart when the day comes that I do get a chance to watch it because I really did enjoy the first one and have watched it repeatedly since then.
Oh, For Good is absolutely on my list as well for upcoming.
I can't think of anything else in theaters that I just know is coming and I'm looking forward to, but I do hope that there is more at the theaters that kind of attracts me because I know when we went and saw Freaky Year Friday, I said I am kind of over the recliners, at least the version where it seems like you're sitting on a couch. But I want to continue to frequent the movie theater more often. Like I really did miss the elements of the movie theater experience and watching it in a collective space and seeing it on that big screen. Like movies
Yeah,
are an experience when you see
they
it in that
are.
format. So I
Yeah.
want to do it
Oh,
more often still.
I agree. I do want to see him. I think we talked about him not too long ago
We
to
did.
the new Jordan Peele film. I think that'll be really, really fascinating. And the trailer for Wuthering Heights seems very compelling as well, with Margot Robbie and creepy dude from Euphoria. And let's not forget Wake Up Dead Man, the next Knives Out mystery. I'm
Hmm.
really excited because they are going to actually release it in theaters for a limited time before coming to Netflix. And Knives Out is such a it's so good. I do believe it belongs in the theater. So I have high
Stellar
hopes.
casts, right? Like they have
Yes.
stellar
Yes.
casts for those. Yeah, we'll see. I also, on the show side, am looking forward to Jesse Williams' new show that's going to be coming out called Hotel Costiera. I have no idea what this show is about, but Jesse Williams is in it. So I'm thrilled,
Pretty much. Pretty
thrilled
much.
to see him. I have noted that Vision is getting a series on Disney Plus in 2026.
Really.
And I am so curious to see what they're going to do with Vision.
I We'll see. I'm disappointed that they canceled the Princess Diana stuff. So I'm like, Disney, you've been warned, you know?
Mm. Tap dancing on your last nerve with it, huh?
Well, it's just convenient they canceled all the black shows, during the time that everybody was like, oh, let's wrap this up.
Mm. I feel you. Well, that's what's on my watch list at the moment. I'm sure there will be more because I also just like being surprised. Like, I love when I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about a project and then it finds me and we have a magical time together. I have wrapped up season 2 of Wednesday, by the way, guys.
I'm not hearing a
And
lot of people talk about it.
I
Or am
I
I
I had this conversation with one of my friends recently, and I said what
okay?
I think they did wrong with this season is this split up where they dropped the first half and then waited a bit and then dropped the second half. There's too much out here. You're losing the momentum of your crowd that is excited
Mm,
to push through. Why give 4 episodes of an 8 episode series instead of just giving us the whole thing? You have enough subscribers. You don't need to do this. You're not even dropping them weekly. You're just dropping one batch and then a second batch. It made no sense to me. If
you
I were
think they
not
would be
such a
more
big fan,
successful?
if I were not such a big fan of this series, I probably wouldn't have come back to it for a long time.
Well, you think the one episode at a time would have been more palatable than the halvesies?
I think it would have made more sense because you're continuing to feed people and
Mm,
they're continuing to anticipate versus now you're leaving me with a wide gap where other things are going to catch my attention, right? Like if
yeah.
I know I'm consistently going to get something every week, then I'm staying engaged. But you gave me a half gap,
Yeah.
half.
But it's also Netflix. They are the creator of the binge, right?
Absolutely. That's why I said y'all have enough subscribers. You don't need to do this. Who needs it? Not Netflix, not
Yeah.
Netflix. So, but the show still holds up. And the latter half, I mean, these episodes are long. So, I mean, you're getting a lot of
That's
bang for your
good.
buck
Yeah.
with it. So, and it's in depth. I mean, there's a lot going on with this season. Wednesday still Wednesdaying. I think everybody, if you enjoy the first season, you're going to still enjoy the second season. It's just building on that momentum. But it was definitely still, something that I wanted to make mention of for anybody who had not wrapped it up just yet and had forgotten about it. So that's it. Delora, what are we recapping for the people next week?
Yes, Ashley. I'm so excited. All right. So we are doing our very first anime film, and it is a cult classic. It is Howl's Moving Castle. And we have a special guest. My dear, dear friend Brandon will join us in the conversation. He's more versed in this anime world. Ashley and I, we appreciate, fandoms and different cultures, and this is new to us. And so Brandon's input definitely made the conversation informative to me and a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Brandon, for joining us. It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. He's actually was my friend. We talked about our favorite movies, and I did The Departed. I went to the movies with him to see Departed all those years ago. And maybe
Wow.
that's why I thought it was like one of my favorite movies, because I'm like, oh, I'm with one of my best friends.
It was an
But then
experience.
looking back, it was definitely like, oh, this did not hold up. So I have other favorite movies. Maybe we can do that again. And it's so funny because I was like, oh, we can do like Never Been Kissed, which was one of my favorite movies. But then I'm like, ooh, predatory behavior. I don't know what that conversation is going to be like in 2025. Like,
Sometimes you just have to again, and we use this disclaimer a lot with TBTs, like you have to judge it for its era, not our
yes,
era. Because again, we talked about this with Clueless recently. Is it
yes,
cool to end up with your stepbrother?
the one you
Nah,
grew up with.
nah.
It's giving me the ick.
It's
Yeah.
weird, but we
But we
rooted
didn't
for it.
think twice about it.
We
We
rooted
did
for it.
not.
We rooted for it. So, and Clueless is a
It is.
classic in pop
It is.
culture. So it is what it is. All right, well, guys, come back because this recap was fun. It's one for the books in terms of historical on the pod since we have never dove into anime before.
Yeah.
And, look forward to continuing to explore new horizons with content on the pod. So we look forward to sharing it. Let us know your thoughts as we kind of go into it. If you have not seen it, it's on HBO Max. Guys, please share this episode out with everybody you know. I'm losing track of my thoughts, but I appreciate you, longtime listeners, new listeners,
Welcome,
everybody
welcome.
in
Thank you.
between. We will be back. But in the meantime, as always, be blessed.
Bye.